Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are out in this beautiful reservoir here. The giant river where I usually catch massive, I wouldn't say massive, but decent, very decent sized carp. They are spawning like crazy. I pulled up and they were jumping out of the water. It's just insane. They're all everywhere. Carp are spawning like crazy right now, so that is a good thing. Honestly, I did bring some carp gear today, but I'm focused hopefully on maybe some smallmouth and northern today, and then I might pushing me a lot to not go grab the carp rod right now and just toss it out, because they are spawning. They're moving around like crazy right now. Today is about 80 degrees ish. The water has been warming up a lot, but I also seen signs of some northern, because you know the northern, when there's little fish jumping up, they will jump up and eat the bait fish. But if you guys are new, make sure you guys hit that like button, possibly hit that subscribe button, comment down below, and let's get into today's video. All right, so the first thing I'm throwing today is just this little chartreuse and pinkhead curly-tailed grub, which usually, like in rivers, mainly moving waters, as you can see right there, there's fish everywhere around here right now, which mainly in moving waters is very good bait, especially in rivers. They absolutely love it. And there's just tons of fish moving today. I don't know why. It is insane. It's also 9 o'clock in the morning. I really never fish this early. That's probably another good thing I should start doing, because right now it's insane with how much fish activity there is at this time right now. So I'm just jugging this along the corners here where the fish are very active at. They probably won't bite this, but I did tie up some Ned rigs, and I tied up a few minnow baits, which I'm pretty sure they might like a lot better. Probably a lot more than this curly-tailed grub, because the water's not moving so much. But we're gonna toss this around a little bit. The chartreuse. Oh, I think something might have hit it right there. We're gonna toss this little chartreuse and pink jig head around, and we maybe might get a bite or two. I'm not too sure. And then I'm telling you guys, dude, the content this year is gonna be probably videos every day, every other day. The video I posted yesterday, 2 days ago, that spot is amazing. I love that spot. We just got to get on and know what kind of fish there is to go for there. Because, like I said, I did get a bite from a carp. And we came here 3 days ago. We didn't have any signs of anything. And the fish are very active right now. Very active. They're just jumping around. The carp are spawning. They're in the corners over there by the rocks. Over there on the other side there, on pretty much every side here, the carp are jumping around spawning, because I think it's spawning season for them. It is early spring still. It's only May. And there's a northern right there. He just jumped up to get himself a bait fish. So that being said, we're going to take this little grub off here. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here, if I can grab my backpack. Put them all in here. This tackle box here, this is for catfishing and tackle fishing, so you guys probably won't see much, but I'll show you guys here what I'm talking about. Toss that one in there. This thing here, this bait, the little minnows baits, those are those work extremely well in this type of water. I don't know why. Probably because there's so much bait fish in here for the fish to eat. I'm guessing that's probably why. My shipment from Cabela's still didn't come, so we'll be waiting for that to come. I did order tons of minnow baits. I think I said that in the last video, I'm not too sure, but I did. order a ton of minnow baits. I did order some Senkos, stuff like that, so we can go largemouth bass fishing later this year. This year is just going to be insane. Like I said, tons of content coming your way. So please, if you guys are new, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Insane number we're at. We're at 560. Never honestly thought I would make it to 560. But hey, we're here. It's been a long journey. I love every single one of you guys. I truly do. I appreciate you guys so much. All right, we're gonna toss this thing around. Maybe we might get a few bites. Maybe we catch a few fish. I'm not too sure. But we're gonna toss this minnow around. See if anything is interested in it. Like I said, if not, we do have carp gear because there is tons of carp moving and just tons of carp activity today. So we could definitely do that as well. I wonder why this thing keeps doing that. Must be on that same snag. Oh. There we go. Alrighty guys. I am extremely tempted to go get my carp fishing gear. And it's gonna happen right now. I need to go get my carp fishing gear. And we are gonna try to get some carp. There is tons of carp activity. And I feel like I need to take advantage of it. There's tons of carp right now jumping around. Literally everywhere. The spawning of their carp right now is just insane. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the car, go get my carp fishing gear, and I am almost certain we might get a fish. Alrighty guys, so we did go get our carp gear. With this much fish activity right now from the carp, if we don't get a bite within 10-15 minutes, I'm gonna say we gotta move spots. We're just gonna keep popping holes, keep going to different spots, because with this much movement of the carp right now, they're probably gonna be moving. So we got our carp rods already rigged up from the previous time. We also have our canned corn here. Let's not cut our finger open this time. Okay. You guys can probably hear them, but they're going absolutely insane right now, the carp. So we're gonna rig this up. See, so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Let's get a few kernels on there. Perfect. I'm tossing this one this way because there's lots that way, but there's also some straight, like straight in front of me. So I didn't bring too much big carp fishing gear. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to use the smaller rod, which I was just using for the bass and northern pike fishing. I'm gonna use that rod as well, which is here. Which one's bent? It's the other one, okay. But I have to rig that one up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have that carp rod out there sitting and soaking. Wow. While we get this little rod set up. I'm gonna show you guys how to set it up. It's super simple and easy. On the bigger rods, I do something different. So, see if I can show you guys here. Let's go ahead and grab our tackle box out. grab our drink out. Body Armor, not sponsored by the way, but the best drink to ever drink. All right, so you can use different big leads. You can use, geez, I don't know. You can even use little split shots. You don't need, like I said, you guys, you don't really need heavy carp gear at all. I only got heavier carp gear because my, my poles and my line is heavier. So that's the only reason why I got heavier carp gear on right now. But you really don't need it at all. You can just use a simple little split shot hook. I mean, a little split shot and a small hook. You don't need anything in, specific for carp at all. It's pretty much just like catfishing. You don't need anything specific for that either. You just really just tie it on the string. That's what I do for my little rod, because I really don't mind this rod at all. It's just a, just a beater pole anyway. It's not like a bait cast or anything like that. I run 10 pound mono on my little rods. My bigger ones I run 25 to 30, but on this big one right here, that has 25 on there, and it's also like neon, so they could probably see that since it's so bright. This one just clear mono, 10 pounds. You really, like I said, you guys, you really don't need expensive fishing gear at all. This pole I'm holding right here, this little pole, this pole is from Walmart for like 20 bucks, and I've caught massive fish on it, and it still hasn't broken. So it's very simple and easy to do. Let's go ahead and put our corn on this little rod. We're gonna get that sucker out there too. This one I'm using a different kind of hook. It's like an actual, I don't know, because you guys usually see me use these gold ones all the time. This one's a little different, but it's still pretty much the same, but it's a little smaller. So, all right, let's toss this bad boy out there. There we go. That's a good spot too. Go ahead and loosen the drag on that one. Probably not too much. There, that should be good. Really gonna have to keep an eye on this little rod, because I'm gonna be sitting right here, but just in case, I'm gonna keep an extra eye on the smaller rod, because it probably won't be able to hold, the durability of the fish, since they are a little bit bigger and heavier on this little rod. But the big rod, you can just let that thing go and just reel it in. That rod can handle a lot. The amount of carp I'm seeing right now is just insane. But I've been having my rods out for 2 hours almost, and haven't even gotten a bite. I got one bite on the big rod, and that was like an hour ago. So what I'm thinking, since all the carp want to be so close to the shore, I'm going to leave the big rod out in the deep over there, and I'm going to bring this smaller rod closer to shore. I don't know if that's going to do anything, but we might as well give it a shot, since honestly, we might as well just give it a shot. We're going to see. All right. They're so close. I don't know. They're just literally right here. And the big rod's out there, farther on the other side, kind of ish. It's like in the middle, from here to there. But all the fish are close, very close up the shore. So I'm gonna try to put one rod close to shore and then keep the other one out there, which I'm probably gonna reel in and rebait as well. You guys, I was reeling in my carp fishing gear. Wait, what? That was just the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. I was reeling in my carp fishing gear and all of a sudden I had a fish on. And it's gone now. And my hook is gone. Okay. That was extremely strange. Hey guys, so the fishing was okay. I wouldn't say okay, it was good. It was just, there was tons, jeez, it's windy. There was tons and tons of carp out spawning. So I'm guessing that's probably why they weren't eating, but I did get a decent bite. He took it down. For large, I mean smallmouth and northern pike fishing, it was okay too. I really didn't see any signs of them, so I wouldn't call this video a fail. This is my first time ever seeing carp spawn, so I mean, that was pretty cool to watch. I mean, they're still literally everywhere, very close to shore, jumping on the rocks and stuff. It's very cool. I like to see that. Yep, that's going to be the end of this video. So if you guys are new, make sure you guys hit that like button, possibly hit that subscribe button, comment down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.